Okay, so this was supposed to be. I don't remember what day it was. It was days ago. Um, yeah. So today was my mom's fuming, and that was. I said on Instagram. I said earlier when I finally got back home. I was like, that was the hardest thing I ever had to see. So we get there. There's a bunch of people already there because there was another thing going on, you know. And everybody was leaving. They were already there. And my brother gave me this box. It was something from my dad or something, I don't know, whatever. And I was going to the car, and I saw he was near my car. So he had just got there. And so I put in whatever it was, and we walked to the door, to the front, to the entrance of the funeral home. And I'd never been to a viewing. I don't know what it was. And oof. That was hard, man. That was hard as hell. There's a friend of the family. I'd have known her since I was like 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? She was there. She was already in the room. I walked in with him, and well, we all three walked in. And it's like a, I don't know, I guess you can call it like a lobby type area or whatever. And so we walked in, and it was to our right, and then it's like a little, you know what I'm saying? Like you walk in, like a nice little square or whatever. So it's like you make a little right, and there's a quick little hallway like right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even really a solid right. It's just you walk to your right and you keep going straight at an angle or whatever. And it was this hallway, and the door was open because there was another door across from that room, and now those doors were closed. So you can walk in and the doors were closed or whatever, and the doors from my mom's thing was open. And I looked, and I saw the picture of her, and then, you know, her name and, you know, birth date and all that. And the friend, the other family was there. She was standing there, and she was looking. Then she turned back and she saw me, and she kind of just moved out the way. You know, man, I was right there in the middle, like dead center of the entrance. You know what I mean? Walking in, and it's there's a stand in the far right corner with this little book when you sign in, and it says something like online condolences on the left page, and the right page has something about, I guess you could just sign in, let people know you came or something like that. And so the casket was to the left of that, and there were these two chairs when you walk in, right here, right corner, left corner. But I just stood there, and I saw her. I'm like, whew, man. So I was like, okay. So I walked up to it. There she was. Yeah, that ain't my mom's, man. No. The picture that I put up, I think it's the thumbnail for this, maybe. I don't know. Because I know I put a picture of what I was going to do. Whatever night it was, I was going to do this, and I put a picture up, I think, so it should be that. But, like, that's the last picture. The fucked up part about it is, realistically, that's not the last time that I saw her. The last time I saw her was today. But before that, it was just a regular night. And I'm like, I'm looking at, not while I'm standing there, man, but I walked up to it, and I don't know, I wanted to touch her, but I didn't want to touch her. And I wanted to take a picture, but I didn't want to take a picture. I don't want that in my phone. So, you know, extremely teary-eyed, the whole nine. I just turned around and I just walked out. I think I walked back up to it like one more time. My brother went in behind me, after me. I was outside. I was like, I was like, yep, that was it. I'm like, it's not my mom, though. It's not her. I'm like, it's her, but it's not her. Like, the friend was sitting there in the chair, and she was talking to my dad the whole time for a little bit, and I think my brother had called him out. So I was just sitting in the opposite chair, opposite end of me. And I was just talking to her. I'm like, no, she looked at me and she was like, Kevin. I was like, yeah. I was like, she was like, you know your mom loves you, right? I said, I know. I was like, I know. She said she was talking to her on the phone. I don't think it was the night before. No, it wasn't the night before because I was there. So it might have been whatever. But day leading up to it, she was like just rubbing her chest. Like she said, she wasn't feeling good. You know, she's having these pains in her chest. Even she said it. The lady said it. She was like, it's negligence. I said, y'all gotta understand that I want to be the devil when it comes to these doctors. You understand what I'm saying? Like I just want the way that my mom would persuade my dad to take care of him when he was sick, and she wasn't listening to them doctors and the bullshit that they would be saying. No, she went extra hard. Like she wasn't playing. It wasn't a joke. You know what I'm saying? So now, maybe simple-minded motherfuckers can understand my mentality when it comes to I'm not playing when it comes to family, because she's the dead one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not playing. I wasn't playing then. You damn sure better believe I ain't playing now. But okay. Hold on. Where we at? Is this it? Hold on. Okay. It's not working. So now when I told her this in the room when I was sitting there talking to her. I wasn't planning on it, but it just happened to just come out like that. So if for the play. I won't play. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Listen, bottom line is this, right? So I was talking to her. So this is what it is, right? So the title of the video is "The Beginning of the End is Just the Beginning." Y'all gotta understand something. I'm not a religious person by any stretch of the imagination. Just like I told her, I said I've never read the Bible at all. Picked it up, when you go to a service and they say pick up the Bible, open up here, and they read this, and they read. No. I'm talking about outside of that. I have never read it in my life. Know nothing about nothing. All I know is about the obvious, the cross, them dying on, the basic stuff that everybody knows. Fine. If something happened with me and her, and it's all because of this one number. Number 3. So where did number 3 come from? Number 3 came from this. I was watching a movie, and the funny thing is, I was watching a movie that I don't even like. As far as the series of the movies, The Exorcist. Hard movie, I know. But I was best friend. It was the one that came out last year. And there's a scene in the movie where this woman is talking to this dude. She was like, "Do you know the story about Jesus when he died, when he came back, and whatever after 3 days?" She was like, "He came back after 3 days, right? Went to hell, confronted who he had to confront, claimed his territory. Like this is, we know what claiming our territory means, all that stuff, right?" And so she was like, "Yeah. I said, "Okay." I said 3 days. So what was the 3 days? What was the significance of the 3 days, right? 3 days was it was God's pattern of creating new life and creating. I'm could be out with the word and creating establishing a covenant, I think, with humanity. Okay. I wasn't even focused on that. For some reason, I was just focused on the 3 because the 3 had something to do with the movie and what was going on with the people that were being affected by it. So I wanted to look up the number 3. Why was I so stuck on that number? So I looked it up. The number 3 is a holy number. 3 by itself, 333, angel numbers, holy numbers. Okay. Right? Words have to do with, the number has to do with words like creativity and wholeness, being complete, and creativity. Did I ever say that? And a lot of different things. Right? Good things are gonna come your way. It's like you're kind of just destined to do something. Some things are just way more important if you find these type of words associated with the number. All right, cool. So that's when the weird shit started happening. This was in October. So, 2020, the first laptop that they had bought me. I had one for years prior. I got messed up. They bought me a new one in October of 2020. 3 years later, I get my third one in the same exact month. Right? Okay. My mom bought it on October 10th. She got the text messages in my phone. She got it on October 13th. That's 3 days later. 3 days after that, on October 16th, I had my third panic attack of the year. I had 3 of them. Went to the ER and everything. Oh my God, went to the ER and everything. My blood pressure was like 190 plus. It was a crazy number. And shit started. It was like, wait a minute, like So where's all this coming from? It's out the blue, right? But she's connected to all of this shit. Everything that I just said, and I thought maybe that was the end of it because I told her what I just said right now. I told her that not long after my ER trip because I had follow-up appointments. Coincidentally enough, I think it was 3 follow-up appointments. It's like, whatever, man. Whatever, okay. So, I told her everything. I said, I'm not playing around. Like, I'm not wasting this opportunity. Right? The resources and shit that's been presented and given. Like, I'm not bullshitting with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my channel is going to be something that I take already did, and people know that. You know what I'm saying? But take it very seriously, right? This was days after my third one. Never had one since. Why would I have my panic attack? It was between the time where I lost the second one that I had from April to October. So during that whole time, I didn't have a laptop. I was stressing the fuck out about a lot of shit, right? Just being someone and doing something and then dying, not knowing that I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no name. I ain't done nothing. I was stressing the fuck out. I finally get that thing, that third one. I ain't had one since. See, this is the bullshit part right here. This is the title of the video. See, why am I coming across all this fucking information now when it went down the way that it did? I think we switched places. I honestly think that we swapped spots. Because I was having shit done to me that I knew where it was coming from. I never even told no one about the first two. When I told her about the third one, she was like, I didn't know you had two before that. I said, yeah, that's just, they didn't say nothing. I was like, whatever, it's going to go away. But that third one was the scariest one ever. So that shit was killing me. So, handle that, whatever we had to do. Okay, cool. So I was sitting in the viewing room with my mom's friend, and I told her, she was like, no, did you ever find out what the panic test came from? And I didn't get what she said at first, but then I called her, and I was like, oh, no. I was like, it was because of the laptop thing. I was stressing out about not doing anything with myself, and I was like, that was during the time I did not have it. When I finally got that thing, I haven't had one since. Period. I ain't thought about him really, except for the way I'm talking. But see, here's the fucking problem. She goes in. No, she fell. My dad told me she fell out in the kitchen one night. So he took her to the ER. Just like he took me to the ER. They went and had work done to find things out, to all the kind of tests and this, that, and the third, just like me. Right? The end of all this for her was they came to the conclusion that it was not a heart-related issue. Just like they told me it was not a heart-related issue. But you need to have some follow-up appointments. That's what I did. That's what she did. What's the difference? She died 6 days later. Why? We don't know why. It could have been something from what the bottom line is this. The third panic attack was when it all stopped, and she dies 3 months later from a stress-related issue similar to the stress-related issues that I was having before she bought the third one that I needed, and after my third panic attack, I had no more. None. No problems. And then she takes this test on the second. It was a stress test. And like I said in the first video that I did on that Monday, last Monday, so today's Friday. So not this Monday, this week, last week, the previous week. I said it. I went over there the night before, and everything was cool. She was talking about, I asked her, what's going on. She was sitting in this chair in the living room. And she was like, I was just looking up some information about, this this you know what I mean, look what's going on with her doctors. She had mentioned something about some doctors and some stuff that she was trying to figure out, and whatever. And that was it. I was in there for a little bit, like she always do when I go over there. She just throwing a whole bunch of food in the bag and this, that, and third, and the refrigerator and stuff. Like she always asking me, need something. Nah, not really. She do it anyway. And yeah, that was it. We don't know what time she died. We have no idea. But yeah, she apparently. So my dad said he went to sleep that following Monday morning about like 5 something. He got up so many hours later. I remember he had sent me a message about something that I asked him in the text message, and he hit me back. So by the time we get to the house, after he texted me and he finally told us what happened, he was like, I got up and I went in the room. I opened the door. Well, I cracked the door. Maybe the door was cracked. I don't remember. But I just know the door was cracked, and he said he looked in. And he said he looked in, and he was like, I'm looking out, just checking on her. He was like, something didn't look right. She didn't look like she was sleep. You know what I'm saying? She didn't look like she was asleep and just need to shake her and wake her up. He was like, no, something didn't look right. And he said he walked over to her, trying to wake her up, shake her, and he was like, he knows that her body was cold. And so I was like, that meant she was dead for hours. You don't get cold in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So you trying to do the CPR stuff, call 911, told them what to do. It had been too late anyway. It didn't matter. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. And I forgot what it was that I read in particular, but it was something that I saw, and it was about everything that you're seeing and what's happening to you. Something bad may have taken place, but that's the whole point, and something good is going to come from it. Like, so it's the whole meaning and purpose thing. Right? In order for me to have a purpose in doing something, it has to stem from something. Like what? Well, something that somebody did, something that took place, those two things and what they mean to you, how they impacted you. They got to stem from something. So that number 3 and what it means, it meant something that happened to her, which was the end of her, the beginning of the end for her, right? That number 3 thing that I keep saying, the beginning of the end was that. The beginning of the end is just the beginning. I got that trying to figure out how I wanted to wrap this up and sum it up, and like how I can do a little video talking about stuff. The name of that came from it came from a video that I did 3 years ago. It's on my channel. I checked the date. It was March something that I put it up. I'm like, here we come with this shit. This came last week. How did I make the video? Well, I had to use 3 movies to get the scene to complete anyway. So I'm looking for the video, not realizing that the video I'm looking for has some significance to what it is I'm already going through. And that, to me, was kind of just wrapping it up. Like her ending, the end to her was like, it gave me, I don't know, whatever, basically, if I didn't feel that I had a purpose in doing something, I did after that. And the final thing is, we didn't have the best relationship on the planet at one point. But I guess this is why 2020 was meant to happen like the way I spoke on it, because it lasted for 3 years. She died at the beginning of the fourth. So all that stuff that we went through that went down 10, 15 years and shit, since she died, the only thing I've been thinking about is the 3 good years where we didn't have no issues, everything was cool. I don't know how else to put it, man. I really don't. I'm seeing, my apologies if I didn't bring up the comments, the love, press the cupcake, all, you know what I'm saying? It's Dr. Nikki. Everything was crazy. Everything was, I know, actually, forget how I feel. I already know that my dad going through a million times. He's feeling a million times worse than me or my brother. Right? Because he's the one that's been having to deal with it. Yesterday, I was talking to him. He was like, no, it wasn't today. No, it definitely wasn't today. And he was like, so he already been seeing what she looked like. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I saw her from a distance, and then when I walked up to it and looked at her, he was like, she looked good. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, you'll see. She looked good. Man, I don't know. I mean, I just think that I put it to you like this. If I didn't believe in anything beforehand, there's no way on this earth that I shouldn't at least think that something put all that shit in front of me for me to see something a certain way and ignore all the other shit that took place. It's like, all right, well, listen, all this shit, 39 years old. And yeah, you dealt with all this shit, and man, you couldn't stand her. You was hating her at times. Oh my goodness, this, you know what I mean? Oh Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was bad at one point. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is. I honestly think, I'm not saying that I'm the reason why she's dead, but I feel like, how in the hell, just like I was talking to her lady today, I was like, how the hell you going to even convince me that what I'm thinking ain't right? How? People that's been around me know the business. Like, they already know what it is with me. Like, I'm not a liar. I don't over exaggerate. I ain't got no reason to be sitting here talking no bullshit. None. I didn't do a thing years ago. I'm not doing it today. So, how did I come across all this stuff that is factual information, right? But I never thought about it the way that I'm putting it together. I never fathomed the thought of it actually even coming up in the way that it did. And it's all related to some biblical shit that I never even knew existed in the first damn place. Not to say that it wasn't there. I'm just saying that it never crossed my mind to begin with. Period. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all that shit, that's something. It gotta be something there, man. There ain't no damn coincidence. I can give you too many facts. You know what I'm saying? I can show the text message. But that right there being said, something of what I just said has to be true. I don't have no reason to sit here and lie to nobody about it anyway. How the fuck you gonna benefit me? I'm not on here for no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard that before. If I'm on here talking about something personal, I'm on here because I'm looking for somebody to feel a certain way. I don't give two fucks what anybody thinks in the first place. So that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like this. All the people that I've associated myself with, fucking me the goddamn way. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, I am in a position where I'm by myself doing something that somebody else, I guess you could just say, blessed me with. And during the times when I was around these people, they were nothing but bitches anyway. Didn't need them then. And I'm too motivated to say that I need anybody now. So I was meant to be in this situation. I don't give a damn I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, right? I don't care about the money, but I'm going to make a video for her, and it ain't going to be just a nice little picture with some great. No. I don't care if I gotta buy the pre-rendered, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't care what it is. I don't care how much. Well, I ain't gonna say I care how much it costs. I ain't got the money like that, so it can't be in the hundreds of shit. But I'm just saying, like I'm not worried about how much it'll cost. If I have so much on me left, then that's what I'll probably have to end up spending to make sure that it's the right type of shit. My dad said on the phone, he was like, just sit back and you figure it out. Don't even bother trying to put it together until you know that this is how you want to do it. There's a lot of little things I saw, like a lot of videos are like stairways to heaven and stuff. One video was like the stairs with clouds. Another one was like it's these golden steps with like this angel figure on each step. Not but every other step. Just everything, there was a lot of stuff that looked good. I was like, but I just couldn't stand looking at her face long enough to even edit her picture. So that's what's been holding me up. So I don't really want to do it. I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, the only reason I'm saying that is because I never thought I would have to in the first place. So that's what's stopping me from doing it. But yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? That again, this was spur of the moment because I honestly was just gonna get up. Some family members made it in and stuff. I told my dad, I said, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Because the funeral was tomorrow. Then my brother was like, man, he's like, I don't even want to go. He's like, Dad said, he was like, yeah, I don't really have to. I'm like, Dad said, he was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm not, listen, I ain't want nowhere near that damn casket, though. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. Like, of course, I know listen, if it was me, she would be here today if I was in her place in the viewing, and then she'll be here tomorrow for the funeral. That's a fact. She ain't gonna sit there saying, if she did, she did. I mean, who am I to sit here and say otherwise? Like, I'm not here, so I can't question it, but at the same time, if I can see it, I ain't gonna be mad at it because I can understand. Because I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not because I just don't give a damn. It's just, that's just how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Like, every time I walked up to the damn thing, it was only like 2 times that I couldn't control my emotions. It was like, and then a friend of hers that we know, some people we know, like, the guy and his wife, like, the dude's wife, like, is just really, like, ill. And so, what I'm saying, like, she's, has to use, like, this walker to move around, just moving really slow and stuff. And it was like, she came in and she was standing there, and I was looking at her for a second, and she was like, she just kind of like touched the casket or something, and I just, when I walked up to her the first time, I was like, man, just wake up, like just wake up. That's it. Just wake up. But standing there, it was the scariest and like ugliest thing that I had to witness. Not ugly like her, but ugly like, that's not my mom, man. It's hard to explain. Yeah, you just said that pretty much what my dad said. And yes, appreciate that. But look, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a realistic person. I get it. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna die any goddamn way, so it's coming. Like, how they say, like, you live to die. It's like, it's the truth. You have no choice when you're born, and you damn sure don't have none when you die. But you do have a choice of what goes on in the middle. That's on you. It don't even matter if somebody is trying to assist you with it or not. It's still, at the end of the day, your life is on you. And so for me, don't know. Like my dad said something about a will or something. She was trying to, not as of those days, but I think he had said something about, she was just trying to get some things straight or whatever. I told him, I said, I don't give a damn about that. I don't care. I could be like the bastard child in the family that ain't gonna get a goddamn thing if that's the case. I don't give a shit because I don't want nothing anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't matter. But listen, the only thing that matters to me is the damn laptop that I'm on right now talking through. That's it. And so I'm gonna utilize this motherfucker to the best of my ability until it actually burns out. Like something has to happen to it for me to not be on it at all doing something. I'm doing something. You understand what I'm saying? Like, dude, you can't take the creativity with you. You can't take a following that you gain with you, your status, all the things that you obtain. You know what I'm saying? Whether somebody gives you something through your finances, whatever the case, all that shit that can come my way. What I just said, none of that means nothing. Period. The only thing that matters is me actually getting something done that she put in front of me, because that was symbolizing the stress that I was dealing with, and the stress that I was dealing with went away through something that she purchased, for the third time in the third year, 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't even make sense. It don't make sense, but it do. It do. So. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, all I know is that's it. It's over. I'm not going to remember that person I saw in that casket. It's not happening. It's not going to happen. I'm sure I'm going to have those days, or whatever the case may be, when it hits me, because now I've officially seen it, right? But at the end of the day, I still have images. You know what I'm saying? My dad got them. Like, I typed the name in online, and something called legacy.com came up when I went to images. That's how I clicked on it, and her obituary was. And I scrolled down, and I'm like, there were so many people that left comments. Like a bunch. People I don't even know. But it's just everyone she knew. And everybody said something. All those same people going to be there tomorrow? Of course not, because I'm probably living in the same city that she came from. It was in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, no. But I also said, let me just say this and get this bullshit out the way right motherfucking now. I told my brother this shit, but I ain't telling to my dad. If I do say something, it'll be after tomorrow. But I told my brother this shit. I said, listen, I don't give a fuck, man. Whatever. How people are acting, and how they feel, how they want to go about doing things, yada yada, all that bullshit. That's cool. We're our own individuals. We do what we decide we need to do, feel to do, whatever the case may be. I said this though. I said whatever, motherfucker. Like. You, that person, I swear to God, will see the devil come out of me. If I have not heard from you, period. 2 people hit my cell phone. My cousin that I grew up with, and her sister that came today. And I think my grandmother came with, I don't know. I think so. If you ain't hit me up by today or tomorrow, you ain't say shit, you do not exist to me. Period. I don't have no ties to that side no more. She gone, so I don't owe nobody shit from her side of the family. Except the motherfuckers that actually said something and or showed up. Outside of that, if I don't hear you from your ass by tomorrow, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear nothing Sunday. I don't want to hear nothing on Monday. I don't want to hear nothing on my dad's birthday, their anniversary date, her birthday, mine, my brother. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. If you don't hit my ass up by tomorrow, you're asking for a serious verbal ass whipping. Period. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I could keep talking, but it's like, I really don't want to. I don't need to. Yeah, I don't know. But life goes on, though, right? So I hadn't even taken a shower yet. I need to get that out the way. I probably didn't get sleep or something. But yeah, so like I said, I wasn't even planning to get on here. Something just out the blue told me to do it, so I did it. And that's it though. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, appreciate that and the response. Look, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see if I can put up the picture. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Picture wise, I guess I could just roll with this if I can actually show it. So that would be, let's see. No, photos. Here we go. Yeah, so that's what I came across that by accident. I was looking up video stuff, and then one of the results I clicked on, it was a picture. I thought it was a video, but then when I looked at it again, I was like, oh shit, no, it's a picture. I don't want no damn picture, but I'm like, it looks nice, right? So if I could actually just finish editing the thing, because lately I've been using Adobe After Effects. For years it was Vegas Pro, but now it's like lately it's been the After Effects. So I can just finish it up and make it look presentable, editing wise, like just cutting out whatever I don't want in the picture. I think I can make it work. So this would be the picture that I use. I guess I could just make it into a short little video and take it from there. I don't know. I don't know. Like I can't really think of anything anyway. But I would say it had to be, but it is. And again, like I said, like I'm not. See, now it doesn't make sense anymore. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? What I mean is, I have no reason to feel. No, there shouldn't be one. There shouldn't be a reason to feel the way that I should, like any other person, like depressed and angry and sad and all this other stuff about the person that I said I feel stops the stress-related issues that caused the panic attacks last year. After everything that I just said, it makes no fucking sense to be sitting here feeling bad about that when I know for a fact it's more to it than just what I think. You know what I'm saying? Or how I feel. Like, no, like, I've always been that type of person. And like, the comprehension level is pretty damn high. So I know how to analyze shit for what it is. Even if I don't even got the right, the you know what I mean? As far as like the breakdown, it might not be 100% spot on, but I know that I'm going somewhere. When I'm talking, like, I don't talk just to talk out my ass. There's a reason why I speak, but I do. So yeah, I don't, somebody can probably say too, like, no, wait a minute. Yeah, I understand how you feel. But after everything you just said about the woman and how she's connected to you through these numbers and these words and phrases and biblical related type shit, she's like, after all that shit you just said, There's no reason in the world why you should be sitting back not getting anything done because of how you feel, how sad you are. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit. That's a cop out. I just told everybody what it is, so it can't be a cop out now. I just told everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Sometimes I like putting myself in a situation where it's like it's hard for me to get out of it because I'm not a snake type person. So I'm not going to try to reason my way out of something that I said. I didn't have to say it, but I'm that upfront about my shit. So if I say it's because I know that I'm not trying to run from anything associated with it. And I can't do that now. I know how I feel whether I tell a soul or not. The shit is still there. It don't go away based on who I say and who actually comment and feel the need to say some kind words and this, that, the third. It ain't got nothing to do with that because I could have easily said not a goddamn thing at all. And nobody would have known shit, even her at the time. I didn't have to say nothing. And that's another weird thing too. The day that I went to the house and I was talking to her about this number 3 shit, I wasn't even really going over there to tell her about it. I was going over there to kind of just talk to my dad and tell him about this movie that I had just seen and blah, blah, blah. And I just ended up going in the kitchen and sitting down and I was telling her about all the stuff that I, you know what I'm saying, came across. And my mom's friend or whatever, she was like, no. She was like, you were supposed to tell her. Like, that's why it went down the way that it did. I was supposed to, like, every single thing I feel was supposed to happen that way. That's just what it was. I didn't create anything. Because I didn't even know the shit existed. So I couldn't have created it. I created the video that I mentioned about the beginning of the end. Yeah, I did that. And that's tagged to what I'm talking about. But I don't know. I honestly, just lastly, okay, so God can talk to you, right? What do I think? What do I think? Just on some short word shit. What do you think he would say? Right? Based on everything that I said, me personally, just on some simple common sense type shit. No big big words to break it down and all these different things that you could and could not say and blah blah blah. The bottom line is this: no matter how you felt before, ask yourself why you don't feel that way anymore, even after the woman died. When she was alive, at a certain point, it was bullshit. But at the beginning of this 3-year shit, it went away. We didn't have no arguments. 3 years at the beginning of it, nothing. Get to the 3rd year, nothing. Right? And I'm still feeling that way. 3rd year, nothing. Right? I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling health-wise is bad. You know what I'm saying? My condition that night when I went to the ER was a life-threatening condition. Well, it was a life-threatening situation. If I had waited any longer thinking that it was what it was and I never even bothered trying to figure out what it was, the next one could have killed me because I'm approaching stroke or heart attack failure based on what my blood pressure was saying that night. And me having my follow-ups obviously helped fix it because it brought it down. But my follow-ups were supposed to be her follow-ups, or were they? It just depends, I guess, on how you look at it. But my situation changed when it got worse. It changed for the better based on what she did. So out of all the shit that I just said, why isn't she dying 3 months later? Why? I would ask why. Why? Like, why? Yeah, I mean, okay. So look, I put it like this, right? I put it like this. It's not that I never thought he existed. I do. But this is my mentality. Until something happens to me that puts me in the frame of mind to question it,
on a good level, right? Until that happens, I cannot sit here and listen to somebody else tell me what I think, or how I should feel, or what I should say, or whatever the case may be. Like, no, like that goes for any person. Don't be sitting here listening. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers tell you how you supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Taking in information and what you should be doing because God said this and this, that, and the third. If it's not genuine enough, what the fuck are you doing it for? It's like getting into a relationship, right? Chick might want to get with me as bad as she does, but I don't. But because she wants it so bad, and I'm not getting that type of, I don't know, feedback or for anyone else, I'm going to, for some odd reason, feel obligated to get into the relationship. Now, you know good damn well, somebody that doesn't really want to do it, that's what's going to end it in the first place. That 9 times out of 10, that's what's going to happen. So you should have never did it in the first place because it wasn't genuine. So you let somebody else convince you to do something that you know is not a good idea. It's a good idea to them. It's not benefiting you to do something that you don't want to do because somebody is pressuring you to do it. It's like peer pressure. You want to make some real dumbass decisions listening to other motherfuckers tell you what to do. And you don't even feel what they're feeling, so I'm just doing it because they're trying to convince me to feel this way. No. So it is what it is, though. But I don't know. I talk long enough. I mean, I told my dad, like I said earlier, I was like, we both left. I left, and my brother left. He's like, I can't leave because I gotta stay here for, I'm saying, just for whoever decides to come and see, but he has to stay here until it's over. You know what I mean? So yeah, we both left, and I had told him earlier, I was like, I'm not. I'll see everybody tomorrow. I don't want to be bothered right now. So that's that. So hopefully things, and man, fuck all that. Ain't no hopefully nothing. Like, it's gonna change. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna change. You believe that? I already got some videos that I made that I've never even made before. It's like, for some reason, once again, it's like, okay, let's get the ball rolling on something you're not even all that good at, but guess what? I'm learning how to do it. I'm gonna get it right if I can, and I'm gonna put it up for everybody to see. There would be no way in hell for me to be able to do that had she not did what she did in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So my stress ended because of something I love doing, something that I didn't have that I obtained because of her buying it for me. And after that, no more stress issues. I'm fine. Didn't tell her about the first two because she said it. It's like, no, you didn't tell her about the first two. We waited until the third one. Right? You know what I'm saying? The third one is what pushed us into this situation today. So, and I'm not stupid, man. Like, some dumbass might, because I don't talk to nobody anyway, so it doesn't matter. But if someone even decides to do it, it's like, I'm not going to be stupid enough to actually go that route. You know what I'm saying? And stoop down to somebody's bitch ass level. Like, again, I tell my brother this shit all the time. I cannot sit here and talk about things that do not benefit me. That's negative. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it, and I'm not going to. I might not be in the right frame of mind one day and spaz the fuck out on somebody, yeah. But other than that, I don't have time for that shit. I never did. That's why motherfuckers had a hard time trying to get me off this YouTube shit, because you're not going to get to me any goddamn way. Good luck. It didn't work. It didn't work. As a matter of fact, not only did it not work, right, but that went on between the 3 years. And it didn't. I was not feeling motivated, even though I could have used that as motivation to do my own thing and get shit done, but that's not what happened. What ended up happening? Times had to end up passing for me to be put in the situation I'm in today. It was supposed to happen that way, like fuck everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Like, everything that's been going on, I was not meant to be here thinking about anything in the past that was negative. Period. It's only been the 3 years, the three. That's what was supposed to happen. And that's how we're going to end it. You know, so appreciate everybody for, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, listening. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow will probably end up being the same thing. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, that's it. So again, appreciate everybody watching it. Anyone who wants to watch it back, you know, after the fact, that's cool too. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. And I'll get off this thing and I'll see y'all later.